son was transferring to a new school, and I had no idea how to navigate the school system here, and I just felt that we were really lacking resources. At that time, I reached out to the Autism Tree Project Foundation, and the connections that they were able to provide were so helpful.
When we first reached out to the Autism Tree Project for our family support, we immediately felt a sense of welcome. We felt relatable to all the other people that we met.
Dana Hoff had given me the name of a psychologist and put me in touch with her, and actually, I think she even reached out to her. I was able to get Austin this appointment, and which eventually led to his final diagnosis, that we finally got to the Asperger's diagnosis that we'd been looking for years. It was a very powerful first introduction to the Autism Tree Project.
ATPF's been around 8 years now, and this year in January we opened an office, which has just been a huge catalyst to actually start 2 new programs in addition to the 8 programs that we already have for early intervention. Our original mission's always been care, community awareness, research, and education. And as part of that, our big thing has been to catch any child in the preschools that we screen with any developmental delay, not just autism, and identify the delay and get them into therapy as quickly as possible.
Starting in 2006, the Autism Tree Project has offered our school a grant to screen children for free for being at risk for autism. Each year, over 100 children have been screened, culminating in this year we'll have about 700 children having been screened in the last 6 years. Inevitably, 1 or more children are identified as being at risk. And in the last 6 years, I give the parents 1 phone number and 1 organization to start with, and that's the Autism Tree Project. And I know that when those parents make that phone call, they're going to be welcomed and greeted and received with love and compassion as one family member would receive another.
Goal number 1 is to meet a family where they are, and then to listen to the family, what it is they're going through and what their top 3 concerns are. And out of that came our Parent Mentor program.
The Autism Tree's Parent Mentor program was wonderful in the sense that it connected us with mentors that were appropriate for the specific needs that our family had.
I came to my first mentor program, and I was paired with Dawn Holman, who was just a saving grace. I mean, she has, is a psychologist and does the ABA, and she opened my eyes in a half-an-hour conversation to all these different resources and what I could be doing for my son. And the other thing that came out of that first mentor night, parent mentor night, was looking around the room and seeing all these parents who were just like me, and to know that I wasn't alone. I'd never known other parents who had to worry about their child having a meltdown on the floor and in the grocery store and having all sorts of people looking at them strangely, and to know that they related to that experience was really, suddenly I found like I had a family.
Having the support from other parents or my parent mentor, I know that they've gone through that. I know that they've gone through that journey, not just in the resources that they've used, but also that mental health and emotional journey of knowing that something is going on, not quite knowing what it is, and then coming to terms, and then not just accepting it, but then embracing and saying, okay, this is what we've got going on, and we gotta move forward. And I don't know what that journey looks like 10 years from now for my daughter and for our family, but I know what it's now, and I know that we have to put one step in front of the other.
A lot of our families are so overwhelmed, and they feel judged when they're out in the community. And so that's one really important component that our foundation's programs provide.
And I think the events are something that have been such a great experience for our family. They have always been fun and upbeat, and it's been a place that we could take our son and our family and not have to make excuses, where we could just go and we could have a good time and be with a community that cares about our family.
The Autism Tree Project Foundation is really, truly about helping the next family, about paying it forward, about taking what you've learned and sharing the wealth of your experiences, of your resources, whatever it is that you have, whatever you have to give.
At the Autism Tree Foundation, we've never been asked for one dime. We've never been asked to pay for our services. The services that we've attended are no charge, and we have never been made feel that we should be paying for it, even though we're not being asked to pay for them. So to our family, that's been invaluable. And I do have because of that, I have a big sense of responsibility that our family has benefited from an amazing resource. And I feel that it is important to make sure that that resource stays in place for the families that are to come.
You know, we know everyone is faced with cuts in this economy, but it is really hard for us to cut any of our programs, and in fact, we're always looking at new opportunities to provide for our kids. So I think Autism Tree, for any of you that know us, we are heart and soul for our families and our children, and we're making amazing progress every day. And we spend most of our time, me personally, on embracing each family first, and then embracing each opportunity to help a child grow. What we need to unfortunately spend more time on right now is getting ourselves stabilized as a foundation and really growing our monthly member program and growing our relationships in the community with sponsors that can help us financially, so that we're just covering our costs and not worrying about that and having to do campaigns.
For 8 years, the Autism Tree Project Foundation has been here to help you, your child, and your family. We now need your help to continue our mission and to care for this community and the next child. Please make your donation today. Thank you.